it is still like, yeah, man. It is like this idea of like SPDing, yeah, SPDing from a crouching position actually is a little difficult. I think I'd still, because most of the time when I do my SPDs, you can see I start at forward, right? I do something like that basically, right? Forward, down, back, back, up, back, and then I'll hit punch on the up, back, ideally, right? Yeah, something like that. It's a little bit messy, but you get the idea. But yeah, like from crouching, I mean, I think you can still do that. It just becomes a little harder, right? You can also do an SPD the other way, right? Like this. You can go like back, down, forward, or down, back, down, forward, up, forward, and then punch, right? That would certainly be, if I got used to doing that, that would certainly be easier from a crouching position. If you're already down backing, right? It would be easier to probably do it the other way. It's just that input I'm much less familiar with. Yeah, something like that, right? Yeah, back, down, forward, up, forward, and then punch. In general, that's probably really good because reversal SPD is also like this, you know, doing it on like, if someone does something that's slightly minus, if you block a couple lights, something like that, right? You're already holding back. Like if Ryu is like, you know, if Ryu does like this or something, right? And we just block a couple of lights like this, right? Being able to SPD from this blocking position is very useful, right? There's a lot of different circumstances that like a defensive SPD like this can be quite good. And it's, you know, it's a little bit more awkward when I try to go forward first. If you're buffering it, that's fine, right? But again, like if you're trying to get it straight, the fact that you have to let go of guard immediately, right, instead of at the end when you're about to hit punch, it certainly would be better to try and practice doing it like this, right? Do you think the SF6 character power level overall should go up or down, and do you think the system mechanics are too impactful / not important enough? Okay, well, not important enough is definitely not true, right? I do my SPDs with 412, 369. Yeah, I think it's probably, there's merit in both, right? Like if I'm trying to walk at someone in neutral, then doing, you know, this, basically 6, 3, 2, 1, 4, 7, right? If you know the numpad notation. Or, you know, for people who don't understand that, a 360 that starts with forward, right? Again, forward, down, back, up, back, right? If I'm trying to walk at someone in SPD, it's going to be much quicker to do it starting from forward, right? The same reason that, like, you know, Ryu's Shoryuken, it's nice that the first thing is forward, so it means it's a lot easier for him to do it while he's already walking forward, right? If we're blocking, though, it's going to be much easier to start from back. So I think there's merit to both, certainly, right? Like, if we're trying to learn to do more SPDs in neutral like this, right? It's going to be quite important to be able to do it out of a walk like this very quickly, right? So that's the forward starting 360. Whereas out of a block is the back starting 360. Like it's a lot more awkward, for example, to walk up and then start your SPD from back. You can do it certainly, but I find it to be quite. I'm trying it right now. I find it to be quite the awkward motion. People change SPD inputs based on how you face. I generally always go clockwise. It's not really so much how you face. I think it's more so, and I don't do this either. I pretty much always go clockwise as well, right? But I'm saying I think there is benefits to learning to do it both ways, right? Because different inputs are better in different situations, right? If you're walking forward, the one that starts with forward is better, objectively, right? It's just quicker. You're gonna be able to do, because one of the things about SPD is you have to think about the fact that, yes, this is a 5-frame startup, but like, even if I do this as quick as I basically can, you can certainly do a little quicker than that, but yeah, even then, right? We're talking, like what? That was forward for a frame or two, down forward for a frame, down for a frame, down back for 2 frames, back for 2 frames, and then up back for a frame, and then 2 frames of me hitting the punch button, right? So again, even though SPD is a 5-frame move, in neutral, actually, it's taking me something closer to like 13, 14 frames to actually input this. So that becomes basically, that's a heavy, right? Like that's the same as me doing like a sweep or something. So it's very easy to like mid-input get interrupted, right? So like, it is like, if you can shave a couple of frames off this, like, you know, if you normally do your SPD starting with back, right? If you can start them from forward, this will be quicker. And also same thing, right? If you're like defending, blocking, and you try to SPD, and then, you know, you get used to, this is the one that I'm not used to doing, but you get used to starting your SPDs from back, that couple of frames of difference is gonna matter in some situations, right? Like, it is basically, if you could get like a buff to your SPD that made, like, if the patch notes said that SPD now started up like 2 frames faster or something, that'd have its own effects on block and stuff when you're buffering. But like, that, you know, that'd be really nice in neutral, and that you can basically give that buff to yourself by doing it the right way, right? Doing it the right way based on, you know, what motion you are currently starting from. Are you holding back or holding forward? So like, it is something to consider, certainly. I think it's probably overall, I think it's more useful for me right now that I do it clockwise like this, that I start with forward, because when we're trying to learn to like walk up to people and SPD them in neutral, then that's certainly good. And a lot of the times when you're like doing it defensively like this, you are like, you know, you're buffering it out of something a lot of the time, right? Like if Ryu is just like doing a bunch of normals or something, I'm buffering the SPD on block to an extent, right? So it's a little easier. It's a bit of a strange one, I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, it's a little bit easier because you're buffering it. So, I think grand scheme of things, I am still, you know, the forward starting ones are more useful, but I wish you can SPD Dhalsim's limbs. Can't
very
he?
good odds.
Can he not?
This person is incredibly.
I think it's very hard to do, but I think he can. Can't he? Let's check. Yo, Game Freak, 9 months, man. Nah? Let's see. I'm curious. Dhalsim's limbs, you can whiff punish Dhalsim's limbs. So I feel like you should be able to, wait. I think you should be able to SPD them if you can whiff punish them. Wait, let me actually get out of range of this thing so it whiffs. Because I know you can, like, smack them like this. They don't have a throw hurt box, I guess? Yeah, it doesn't seem so, huh? That's unfortunate. I never thought about SPDing Dhalsim's normals, but yeah. They have, like, you can smack them, but you can't actually, you can't SPD them, huh? That's unfortunate. You can do stuff like that, for example, right? Or you can even, the timing's a little bit weird, but you can even, like, whiff punish them, theoretically. Yeah. Throw boxes in almost every fighting game are static and tied to the push box, I suppose. See, there certainly seems to be the case here, too, right?